I predict that Joe Biden will resign either this year or sometime in 2022. The mainstream media, they're all pretty pissed with him right now. The neo-libs and the neocons of both parties, what I like to call the Washington consensus, they're out for blood too, and they're angry with him. With a likely GOP 2022 victory looming its ugly head in both the U.S. House and the U.S. Senate, Republican lawmakers intend on impeaching President Joe Biden, which henceforth is why I think he's probably going to step down before all this happens. That's what I think. And Lindsey Graham is one such jackass that's doing this. And the thing about it is, why is he going to impeach Joe Biden? For actually saving American lives and saving this country from adding trillions more in debt in never-ending neocon wars. And, well, Lindsey Graham recently stated that America will repeat failure again. And if you watch this video, trust me, you'll know what I'm talking about. Give me a couple of moments here.
Back into Afghanistan? Republican Senator Lindsey Graham predicts the U.S. will be forced to reinvade the country it just left, telling the BBC we'll have to.
We will be going back into Afghanistan as we went back into Iraq and Syria.
Are you seriously think the United States will once again, in a foreseeable future, put troops back into Afghanistan?
We'll have to, because the threat will be so large.
Senator Graham predicting the country will become a cauldron for radical Islamic behavior, saying now that the U.S. has ended its 20-year war with Afghanistan, the Taliban will, quote, impose a lifestyle on the Afghan people that will make us sick to our stomachs, adding Biden's plan for over-the-horizon surveillance won't be enough.
Here's my solution. Help the resistance in the Panjshir Valley. The Taliban will not be able to govern Afghanistan. They're hated by the Afghan people. What's going to happen over time is you're going to see the resistance rise. ISIS will come after the Taliban large, and the entire country is going to fracture in the next year, creating a perfect storm for Western interests to be attacked.
Graham says, you can say that's no longer my problem or hit them before they hit you.
Where to go from here? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna translate what all that bullshit was all about. Basically, what they're wanting to do is to bring back the Bush-Cheney foreign policy doctrine. I mean, it never really left us. I mean, Obama continued the Bush-Cheney doctrine. Trump continued the Bush-Cheney doctrine. I believe that Obama and Trump both kind of wanted to walk away from it. But when you have advisors and you have State Department people pushing your hands down, tying your hands, that sort of thing tends to be problematic. I also believe, for some reason, and maybe it's because Joe Biden is the ultimate insider, that he had what it took to do was the right thing. And frankly, I mean, what I hate about this is forcing me to defend Joe Biden. And I did not vote for Joe Biden. I will likely not vote for Joe Biden if he's not impeached and he runs again for re-election in the year 2024. I will do what I've always done every 4-year cycle, and that is to vote third party. But having that said, Lindsey Graham is the last person anybody should take seriously, or should actually take seriously his position as worthy of respect. No, you take Lindsey Graham's position on reinvading Afghanistan and pretty much any other political issues, you pull your pants down and you shit on that position. In fact, the shit would improve the position. That's how low Lindsey Graham's positions are. He is the last person anybody ought to be listening to, politically speaking. He's a corporatist, he's a neocon, he is a partisan hack, and he is garbage as far as I'm concerned. And he wants to keep what's pretty much acknowledged as a failure. And the only thing I could say about him in mild defense, at least he is honest, that he wants to keep this neocon bullshit going, and he doesn't even want the neocon bullshit to go, and you can just put a little icing over it and pretend it's not there. He wants it back in this ugly raw form. So, as far as Lindsey Graham wants, as far as he's concerned, he wants to return us back to the year 2002, 2003, and 2004, during the heyday and darkest times of George W. Bush. And this is what I got to say to Lindsey Graham. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you, motherfucker. So, the hell with going back to Afghanistan. And if something happens and we end up having the USA go back to Afghanistan, I hope there will be massive protests, because we don't need to be there. Our time there, you can make an argument whether it was initially justified or not in the aftermath of 9/11, but after a few years, for damn sure, there's no reason for us to be there. And like Ron Paul said, and I'm not being a hack because Lindsey Graham's a Republican. Ron Paul, who's a former Republican congressman, said that if we can march in, we can march out. So, Ron Paul is correct. Lindsey Graham is criminally wrong. If you like what you heard, press like and comment. If you disagree, well, comment anyway. We'll have a conversation. Feel free to share the content on this channel. As a First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to create your own platform and utilize it, because we're the muckrakers of our time. Feel free to subscribe to this channel, and so you get hard-hitting commentary by yours truly. I'm American Social Democracy. Peace, class struggle now, and an end to all this neocon war bullshit.